So you just brought home a new budgie. You were dreaming of a cheerful, chirpy little buddy, but instead you have a terrified bird that flutters wildly or freezes every time you get close. Don't worry, this is normal, but it doesn't have to last. I'm going to walk you through a focused 7-day plan to turn your scared budgie into a happy, trusting friend. The most common advice people give is to just give your bird some space. But what does that really mean? If you're too passive, you can waste valuable time without building the connection you want, or worse, even end up rethinking your decision. That's the puzzle I'm solving today with a more direct 7-day approach. I'll cover everything from active observation that builds trust fast to using Millet spray as a high-speed training tool, all the way to that amazing moment your budgie chooses to step onto your finger for the very first time, hopefully in just 1 week. Before we begin, we need to understand why your budgie is scared. This knowledge is your shortcut to success. Your budgie isn't being unfriendly. It's running on millions of years of instinct. In the wild, budgies are prey animals. Their world is built around staying safe. And to a tiny bird, a human is a giant, unpredictable creature. Their fear isn't personal. It's pure survival instinct. Think about your bird's recent journey. A busy pet store, being put in a box, and being driven to a completely new place. Everything it knows has changed. That's an incredibly stressful experience. Learning their body language is your superpower. A scared budgie will try to look small and thin, pressing its feathers flat. It might freeze completely or stare with wide eyes. You might notice rapid breathing or even panting with its beak open. If it feels trapped, it might burst into a panic flight. Recognizing these as signs of fear, not aggression, is the first step. Your goal is to keep your budgie just on the edge of its comfort zone, but below that panic level. This entire process is about showing them you are not a threat. You are the one who brings safety and food. The first 2 days set the tone. Forget leaving the bird completely alone. We want to be active in our approach from the start. First, cage placement is key. Put the cage in a room where you spend quiet time, like a living room or home office. This lets the bird observe you from a safe spot. Place it against a wall to give them a sense of security so nothing can sneak up from behind. Having the cage at eye level helps too. If you're always towering over them, it reinforces the scary predator vibe. For these first 48 hours, your job is to be a calm piece of furniture. This isn't a do-nothing rule, it's strategic observation. The only time your hand enters the cage is to slowly change food and water. When you do, avoid direct eye contact. In the animal world, staring is a threat. Just move slowly and speak in a soft, gentle voice. The goal is to get them used to your presence and normal household sounds so we can move to the next step. On days 3 and 4, you can start building trust more actively. Your voice is one of the most powerful tools you have. Budgies are sensitive to your tone, so get in the habit of talking to your bird often.
Or shake a baby bird. That would surely be absurd.
Always in a calm voice. Tell your budgie about your day or read an article out loud. The words don't matter as much as the warm, reassuring sound. They'll quickly connect your voice with safety. While you're talking, be mindful of your body language. No sudden movements. Use the no staring rule to your advantage by trying the slow blink. When you look at your budgie, slowly close your eyes and open them again. In bird language, this is a huge sign of trust. It tells them you're relaxed and they have nothing to fear. You might be surprised how quickly your budgie starts to slow blink back at you. This step is about actively communicating safety before we introduce your hand. Day 5 is all about the hand. For a scared budgie, the hand is public enemy number 1. So our mission today is to change what it means to your bird. We need to be efficient, but not rush. Start by resting your hand on the side of the cage. Don't move it. Just let it sit there while you talk softly. Once the bird tolerates that, open the cage door gently and place your hand just inside the opening, as far from the bird as possible. Hold it perfectly still, like a weird new perch. The key to rapid progress is gently pushing the boundary. Over a few short sessions today, move your hand a tiny bit closer. You must become an expert at reading their body language. If they get tense or back away, you've hit their limit. Hold your hand there for a moment, then back off slightly. By constantly but gently testing that boundary, you accelerate their comfort. Your goal is to get them comfortable with your still hand inside the cage by the end of the day. On day 6, it's time for our secret weapon, millet spray. For most budgies, millet is irresistible, and we'll use this to supercharge the taming process. To make it work, use millet only for these training sessions. Start with a very long piece of millet. With your hand inside the cage, hold the millet by the very end so the seeds are far from your fingers. Slowly offer it toward your budgie. Let them decide to come closer and take a nibble. The first time they do, you're on the fast track. Over a few sessions, offer them shorter pieces of millet. The goal is to get them comfortable eating closer and closer to your hand. Soon, you'll hold the millet right in your palm, and your budgie will have to come right up to your hand, and maybe even step on your finger to get their treat. You are rapidly replacing the idea of scary hand with delicious snack. Welcome to day 7. This is the moment all your focused effort has been building toward. As soon as your budgie is confidently eating millet near your hand, it's time to ask for the step up. Offer the millet in one hand, just as you have been. With your other hand, slowly bring your index finger to the perch your budgie is on, right beside them. Gently press your finger against their lower chest, just above their feet. This light pressure naturally encourages them to step up. As you do this, say a soft verbal cue, like step up. The very first time they lift a foot and put it on your finger, even for a second, it's a massive win. Immediately reward them with millet and praise them in a happy, gentle voice. The key is repetition. Keep the sessions short but frequent. Ask for just one step up. Give the reward and end the session. Try again later. As they get more confident, they'll start putting both feet on your finger. This is the physical proof of the trust you've managed to build in one focused week. Building trust can be done quickly, but you can lose it in a second. Knowing what not to do is critical for success. First, don't be too passive. The biggest mistake is waiting for the bird to make all the moves. Remember, you need to be the proactive one, gently encouraging them forward every day. Second, don't react poorly to setbacks. Never punish your budgie. Yelling or grabbing at them will only teach them that you're dangerous and will shatter any trust you've built. Never chase your bird around the cage. This confirms you are a predator and is the fastest way to undo your progress. Finally, never force your bird to do anything. There's a fine line between a productive push and a counterproductive use of force. You want to push them slightly out of their comfort zone to encourage quick adaptation, but never to the point of panic. A panicked bird isn't learning. Avoiding these mistakes is key to a fast and successful taming journey. Taming a scared budgie is one of the most rewarding things a bird owner can do. It changes your relationship from keeper and pet to true, trusting friends. The rules for success are always the same. Be consistent, be observant, and be a reliable source of calm, positive encouragement. If this guide was helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more budgie care guides. Thanks for watching. See you next time.